Now wrestling at 106 pounds, in the green and white of East Brunswick, Mitchell Polito, and in the green and white trimmed in black of South Plainfield, Joe Heilmann. Well, as predicted, Luca, I think we're going to see the first takedown since we talked about it in the heavyweight match. This is Polito and Heilmann, two young kids, both sophomores. Both really exciting semifinal matches that I watched. It's pretty impressive when you have two wrestlers fall their way into the finals, and that's exactly what happened. Well, I guess Mitch.
He was 1 point behind.
He was 1 point behind. He was a 19-5. Originally, we had it as 20-5, but then after some checking, it was 19-5. But again, two impressive performances in the semis. As I mentioned, both sophomores. Joe's undefeated. He's 23-0. Mitch is 18-1. His only loss is to Heilmann. Mitch finished third here last year. He's a district champ, fourth in his region. Joe finished first here last year, district champ, fourth in his region. So these are two really explosive, exciting wrestlers who what's going to happen is they're going to neutralize each other.
Yeah, they're very quick. Right now, Heilmann is on the leg of Polito, and we have a stalemate there. There's 37 seconds left. There's no score in the match. .25 seconds remaining. Both wrestlers not even tying up, just kind of sizing each other up, which is interesting because they're both the same size.
Will not be accepted at the head table until after the 120-pound match. Thank you.
Three, two, one, and the second period is now upon us.
Anthony Zullo, the referee, on the mat, flips the coin. It comes up red. Heilmann's choice. He selects bottom. Zullo is the head ref in this match. Lou Del Monte is the mat assistant. Both members of the New Jersey Wrestling Official Association, the Central New Jersey chapter, who has funded this broadcast, these videos, being able to put them on YouTube, and eventually a DVD copy will be made that will be given to all the finalists at the GMC Wrestling Coaches Association dinner on April 17th. So we really do appreciate the support of Stu Cohn, who's the GMC assigner, referee, who helped raise the funds to fund these videos, and again, the eventual DVD.
First point of the match is scored by Joe Heilmann. Heilmann is winning 1-0. If the name Heilmann sounds familiar, there's a good reason why. First of all, he's had two other brothers, Troy and I want to say Nick. Both of them were very, very good wrestlers for South Plainfield. Both of them made a habit of wrestling the championship match here at the GMC tournament.
Troy was a ripped fingernail away from being a three-time champ. It was an ugly injury. His fingernail went back and just separated, and he had to default a match in a final. And it was his only ever loss in the GMC. Both Nick and Troy competed at North Carolina, Tar Heels down in North Carolina. Nick is graduated, I believe, and Troy is still down there. And now there's Joe, who is now leading 3-0 off a takedown.
Troy Heilmann is actually a three-time state finalist as well. Now, unfortunately, he's lost all three times, but the last time, I remember watching that match, not too many people lose a match when they have their opponent staring at the lights. Remember watching that. He had B.J. Clagon from, I want to say Tom's River, don't remember.
Tom's River South.
Tom's River South. He actually landed a crazy cradle and had Clagon staring at the lights, but the referee didn't recognize the reversal. There wasn't enough time for back points and didn't even give Heilmann the 1-point escape, even though he did have control. and that was unfortunate for Troy. I'm a strong believer that that match should have, at minimum, gone to overtime, even though I believe that he should have earned the reversal to win the state championship. Now, if you think there's another brother named Aaron Heilmann, it's because you're a Mets fan and you remember the relief pitcher from the Mets about 10 years ago. He is not related to the Heilmanns of South Plainfield. We are now in the third period. Mitchell Polito chooses defense. He's down 3-1. Polito scores an escape. The score is 3-2. There's a minute 45 left in this match.
Again, for two wrestlers that scored 35 points or so in the semifinals
Almost
between
40,
them,
yeah.
almost 40. We've got 3-2, which is exactly what we expected. It's the what do they say? The immovable force versus the the something other object or whatever, however it's said. And these two guys are tremendous young wrestlers, both students of the sport.
.1:15 left in the third period. You know, both of these kids have been wrestling for a very long time as well. You know, I've been officiating, I want to say since about 2006, 2007. I remember both of these two as mat rats, very, very small mat rats, wrestling and doing well back then. And it's, it's nice to see that they keep it going.
And Zulo blows him out of bounds again, and 35 seconds to go, back to the center. Polito runs back to the center. Heilmann confidently walks back to the center. Stalling call against Heilmann, backing up. Just a warning, no points. We're down to 23 seconds. Coach Roy of East Brunswick asking for that 3 in a row. 3 shots in a row.
Now the crowd is looking for a stalling call as well.
Yeah,
we're
they
neutral
are.
with 5 seconds left.
It's odd to hear an anti-South Plainfield call in this gym.
And there you go, Joe Heilmann with his second GMC championship.
Champion from South Plainfield High School, Joe Heilmann.